Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon. Welcome once again. On the trade I had, I've been holding for a while. I've just been taken out here. I've just taken profit on this high. I trade my stop loss this morning to this high. Unfortunately, I have been taken out. So I don't have any folding trade that is happening now, except that I bought. Just quickly confirm. I bought an ETF. I bought two ETFs using my brokerage account, which is specifically meant for my shared brokerage account, which is the C20 Top 50 Index and the South African government bonds ETF. So let me just show you the price where I bought it. C Top 40, C Top 50, suppose. So here it was me just being so this is my entry, yeah. Yeah. Enterprise. So this is where I bought it. I am still gonna continue adding more. Yep, that was the entry price, yeah. Just wanted to confirm the exact. So this was my first entry. If it continues coming lower, I will continue buying because I know eventually it will come back up. So I will be looking into adding more position as it comes back lower to this low again. I'm gonna continue adding. So, but that's the first entry. I'm just dollar averaging it. They call it dollar averaging, and that's I'm averaging it. So that's the first position that I have. Sorry, I'm a bit slow today. And I bought Sastrix government bond, Sastrix as a government ETF, for which the price is a bit delayed. I bought it here. I don't know where the price will be, where I will be entered, but I will continue buying ETF almost every government bond ETF every month and adding them on where I have entered, and then let's see. So these are the first only thing that I'm positioning on. And the reason why I bought the C Top 40, it's I was specifically looking to position on SA 40 index. I was looking for that. But in terms of the share portfolio that I have, I thought it was better to enter on that one. I'm still hoping that this can still roll over to that support. Then I'm gonna look for longs on it on a SA Top 40 index as well on a CFD account. That one is not a CFD account; it's a stock brokerage account that I prefer holding ETFs on. But anyway, let's just quickly speak fundamentals, then we can call it a day. And what will be? I think yesterday I spoke a lot about my prediction with FOMC meeting tomorrow. I think the date and what will be happening in the market will be decided tomorrow. I am not going to take any trade until tomorrow in terms of Forex linked with the dollar. But let's get into it, man. Okay, so the bullish, it's a Bitcoin, S&P 500, China 50, and the US indices. But interestingly enough, Euro USD, it's bullish. Euro CAD is bearish. We'll look at into these technicals as well. Um, and one thing which I think I want to also speak about besides that. So top big up to Nick and the A1 trading team on the AI scanner, which gives you price targets as well, which is very lovely. It gives you price target on the bullishness. You see S&P 500 is bullish, but I said I want to look at Euro USD because the one that is bullish now as well. And I think not even gonna spend a lot of time speaking about a lot of things here and discuss it, but so it's bullish. You can see it's bullish, then it's giving us all the targets that it thinks, but sentimentally it's a +1. Institutional positioning on the Australian on the euro, it's bearish. Just the change is bearish, but remember we're getting still delayed in terms of the government shutdown, so we're still getting a delayed reading here. So I am not worried about that. Um, and then jobs market, it's a bit bullish as well, and then technical are bullish, but we'll look at the technical ourselves and then to just really look at everything that makes sense to us and how can we benefit from the technicals. Do not forget to like and subscribe as you're joining. um I said top setup history. Okay, also wanted to speak about the top setup history space in the A1 trading. So you see that this is showing us when it's bullish, when it's bearish. It's a good thing to look at before you look at the technicals because it gives you an idea if we're bullish or bearish. And we know that gold has been bearish, but I said I wanted to speak about the Euro USD as well here. Euro USD starting to be bullish. All along has been bearish from the 28th of September. And I think it just gains a bit of strength here in that range, but I love speaking about seasonality. Let's just look at annual seasonalities. This is interesting. We will look at the performance of S&P 500 Nasdaq on year to date. Personally, so where we are, this is interesting. So this is interesting. Look at this. So this is very interesting. Look at it. I don't know if you understand it, but when you look at from the 15th of April or around the April, we have seen that S&P 500 were underperforming against the 10-year average with S&P 500. We underperformed like by a mile, I should say by a mile. By a mile, we underperformed by a mile in April. For some reason, immediately after that crash, we started recovering. And you look at currently, we are year to date, we are overperforming the 10-year average, way above the 10-year average. We are performing. So something that you should be looking at, it's if now we have these crossovers, maybe you could look for entries when the 10-year average and the year to date average commits, and you're looking for technicals for entries. That would be lovely. But S&P 500, it's overperforming the 10-year average. Also Nasdaq, I think also Nasdaq, it's overperforming the 10-year average by a mile as well. Because already it's at 10-year average is 14%. It's almost at 18%, which is it's overperforming the 10-year average. So this year has been a very strong bull. If we were bull this year, you might have made a lot of money in the market. But I'm just interested in Euro USD. Yeah. Also, year to date, it's up quite high. Interesting. But I'm looking at Bitcoin as well. I'm just quickly look at Bitcoin. So here's the thing. Now, when you look at performance long term with Bitcoin, and I think I should make this clear. When you look at performance with Bitcoin using the 10-year average and what we are performing today, at some point at that high, that was not fair price. There was no fair value on this. That was quite high. But now you look at today, it's fair to say this was fair price. So we are still in the fair price range when it comes to Bitcoin. It's it's not expensive given that the 10-year average it's exactly at the same price that it's in now, which is good. So I think those are things that are interesting to me that I love to look at in terms of ETFs that I want to buy. And good news is I saw that Signia has advertised, it has just specified that it will have a fund, a Bitcoin fund to have retail exposure into fund ETFs. That's what it's nice. I'll look into that. But let's look at the technicals in terms of top setup. Let me not go around the tangent and go back and forth. Let's look at it. We have already spoken about everything. Now, the only thing that is added, Euro USD. Let's start with Euro USD. Euro USD. Look, it is bullish. Let's wait for, I will wait for, because it might hold the support, to be fair. It might hold this current support. I will wait for, because before it held that support, now it's pushing slow to the upside. I could, and it's holding this current support now. I could wait for FOMC, and then FOMC will give us a direction. Even if FOMC says it's bullish, oh God, if even FOMC cut rates by 25 basis points, you might get a move like that, push to the upside or retest all that low. Then I can really try to get an entry for an upside. But for now, let me just wait outside. There's nothing interesting for me. One thing which I'm more interested in is Bitcoin. It's Bitcoin. I'm patiently waiting for a trade. As it retraces lower, I am looking for this retracement on that support, yeah. Oh shucks. I am looking for this retracement on that support. What am I doing? Okay, here we go. Bitcoin, I'm looking for this retracement on the support to look to go to the upside. While USD, there's no technical supporting the trade that I wanted to take. So for now, as I said, I've taken profit on Aussie CAD. I've taken profit on Aussie CAD. Right now, I'm just waiting for technicals to align. I am still looking for this support. If we still get a move lower, I am gonna buy Bitcoin. Uh, what's interesting now is US indices. Russell, I am still waiting for that low on Russell. I think I'm still gonna wait for a retracement on Russell. If it gives that retracement, definitely I'm gonna buy a Russell. US30, it's quite high. One will say, why don't you look for this support to hold? But I don't think so. I'm gonna look for a deeper retracement than this. Nasdaq all-time high. So this has been very strong. And remember, as I said before, we are going to FOMC. So whatever we do, we need to move very careful. So I think I'm sitting on the sideline, man. I just position on two ETFs. As I said, I'm just gonna go through the ETF that I'm positioned on. I just bought government bonds, Cetrix government bond. I think just wanted a piece of the SA. So that's the entry. We'll lock that. So this is the first entry that I got on the SA government bond. I would have loved for me to have entered at that low. That would have been beautiful. But it's fine. Uh, you know that government bonds are long-term thing and interest on them as I'm holding them. So that's what I'm looking for. Um, and then I'm also positioned on uh, C top 50. And then I'm also positioned, and I did explain that even if I have first entry here long, remember it's an ETF, so I'm buying it as shares. Even if it roll over to that low, I'm gonna buy, come back to that low, still gonna buy, go to that low, I'm still gonna continue buying because eventually we'll recover. And when we recover, I want to be positioned in as we go lower. The next point that I'm looking to position is that low. The next one is that low. So I'm going to continue adding on this SA Top 50 ETFs index, which is more like an SA Top 40 index. So I am just going to quickly focus on it and just add positions as we go along. I think that's what I'm holding, man. I don't have much. Unfortunately, I have been taken out on Aussie CAD trade that I had. Could I have waited a bit? Maybe. Maybe is it coming all the way up? Perhaps. But I trailed my stop loss just to cover for anything. This is a crazy market, man. Just closed above decisive close. I didn't want it to roll over below this current support. Because even if we were to mark that support, this will hold as support. So it just rolled over, taken out. I've just taken profit, and then that's out of it. So, but other than that, man, see you tomorrow. We'll discuss FOMC because tomorrow there is FOMC. Other than that, guys and ladies and gentlemen, I truly appreciate all of you. Do not forget to like and subscribe on this channel, and let's grow the